Gangstas, what's up, guys? Welcome back. Good seeing y'all, man. It's been a while. I wanted to show you my watermelon patch this year, or so far what I got, right? So I shot a video yesterday, and in the morning time. And so, anyways, I came back out and I took some really good pictures of what I'm talking about. Because sometimes in this part of Texas, I see things and people don't believe me, you know. So I had to come out and take some really detailed pictures, and maybe y'all could help me out because I need to know what this is. It's some kind of bee, and it's the size of an ant. It's the size of an ant, little tiny bee, but they're worker bees. I'm talking about they're very, very vigorous bees, right? And they get all up in the little flower of the watermelon when it opens up. Yesterday I made the video and I said bumblebees, referring to the honeybees. I know what a bumblebee is, right? But no, I misspoke. I said bumblebees. I meant honeybees. I have hundreds of honeybees. I don't know where they came from, but they're attracted to the watermelon's flowers, you know. But what I'm trying to identify is this little tiny bee, and I try to zoom in, and that's what it looks like. It's a little hairy bee, you know, but I just don't know what kind of bee it is. And so, you know what? Just roll the intro. Super Selector. Okay, so I'm here in the garden, and I was wanting to hand pollinate some of these, because you know watermelons are open pollinators, and they need something to pollinate them, you know. So I was just gonna go touch these little deals, but every time I went to a flower, I'm gonna see if you can see these bees. Look at. I don't know if you can see them on camera. You see those bees? Every time I went to a flower, look at, now this is the one I was trying to show people. There's something in that flower. I don't know what it is, but it's like a little type of bee. And every time I went to, I don't know if that's it'll come up on camera, what kind of little bee that is. See it? It's I don't know if that's what they call leaf cutter bees. Look at, there's another one. Or if it even show up. See it? See that little something? Here's another one. You see? I don't know what they are, if they're leaf cutter bees, but I have also bumblebees. Look at a bunch of bumblebees all through this, and every time I went to go touch a flower, there was already something in there. Look at all these flowers. Look at, and there's little. I think they're leaf cutter bees. I think that's what they're called, leaf cutter bees. They're not mason bees. And look at, and I got honeybees all up in the flowers. I hope you see that. There's just honeybees all over the place, everywhere. And I don't need to pollinate nothing because, okay, so if I come out here in the afternoon, these little flowers close up in the afternoon. I didn't even realize I've been doing watermelons for now it's going on 20 years, and I didn't even realize that these little flowers close up in the afternoon. But look at these flowers and how they open up in the mornings, and then these bees come through and they just go gangbusters. And like I said, there's different kinds. I don't know what kind that is right there. I'm not sure what kind that is right there. You guys let me know if you know what it is. It looks like about the size of probably smaller than an ant, but they're little flying somethings, and they're pollinating. They sure are pollinating. Check game on this. Look at this. Look at this. All the way. This is what I got. I should have had a lot more this year, but It's all right. See these little holes right here? You know, these little holes. See, look at, watch out. See these little holes? And this should have been all filled in, you know. But I'm glad it didn't, or else I would have never been able to make it out here. And this vine has already grew about 18 inches. Look at it. And this is what I have problems with, ants. This is what I have been having a problem with. I'm gonna go ahead and poison that mound, but I've been having a problem with ants. I've been having a problem with anyways, I'm just getting in here because it's better for the camera right here because the sun's starting to come out. But yeah. They're coming along. They're coming along. They're all through here. I just gotta adjust my eyes sometimes, you know. But those buckets are about 14 inches, and they got swallowed up. You can't even see them, but that's where I set my sprinkler on there to get irrigated. But I think we're gonna need a bigger boat, because this darn thing has taken off. And ever since I started using last year, I started using micronutrients wettable on these watermelons. They go crazy, like absolutely nuts. They go crazy. Here's this right here. Then you turn back around and watch. I got 70 watermelons. I should have had 100, and I should have had about 130, but the wind took them. Man. And they were just the right size when the wind came, and the wind was just the right, just everything was right to rip them out of the ground. And I replanted. Actually, this whole row right here is replant right here. This whole row is replant. And you wouldn't know it now. You know, this is the original. That's the original ones that I didn't have to replant. It was real spotty, but I didn't have to replant and whatnot. And then this one right here was replant. I already had some ready to go just in case something happened, but I didn't know I was gonna need, 80, to replant everything. So not everything was able to get replanted, but that's all right. I'm gonna have all through the month of September. I'll be working all through the month of September, all the way to October 1st. And these ones are replanted by seed. That's okay. This area right here is just the ones that then there's some more up there. Yesterday I spent some time just looking inside here, and there's about 7 watermelons within a 7x7. Just, I'm telling you, they're just everywhere. But this is so dense. And look at, they just flew away. Could anybody identify that kind of bee? Or what is that? But they're pollinating the heck out of this.